welcome guys. I hope you're having a great long weekend. For those of you that are having a long weekend, I know Canada, we got July 1st, we have Canada Day, and in America, you guys got Independence Day. So happy Canada Day, happy Independence Day for all of you guys. Let's go ahead and get started with your read. So we're going to do the letters and the numbers. I'm actually being told to start with letters today. So those are the ones that we are going to start with for your read. And this is kind of your spirit guide's way of being able to step forward and bring extra validation that this read is going to have a special meaning for you. So we have the letter M, T, and D. You're going to know if these are initials for a person, initials for a place. They're just going to make sense to you. The letter K, and we're going to grab a couple more and see what comes out. So you got a couple more for me here. I had a couple go sideways. These are the ones we're going to grab. J, G, and N. And we are going to stop with those because I'm getting told to stop. And then we're going to move on to the numbers. We'll see what comes forward. We also have the months of the year mixed in with the numbers here, guys. So these might be important dates for you. We have the number 28, 5, 4, the month of April. We're going to grab some more here too. Month of February came forward. And then we have 17, 1, 26, 21, and we do have 13 as well. I'm going to juggle in here too. And I'm being told to stop again, so we are going to leave it at that. So if these letters, if these numbers, these months have special meaning for you, this is going to be a more personal read for you. I'm being pulled to this deck, so this is what we're going to use for this read. And we'll see what comes forward. What message tarot needs you to hear. We have air as the first card. Motion, change. I feel, I don't even know that it's travel. It's almost like moving though. I don't know if you're physically moving, like packing boxes and moving. There is a physical change to your surroundings. It's you're either moving homes or you're starting a new job. Because it's in the environment that you're in every day and it's something new. Whatever it is, it's going to breathe sort of a fresh breath into your life. I don't know if things were sort of getting boring, things were getting slower, if this change came about because of some sort of catalyst. You know, like other situations in your life, like the job that you were in sort of ended or didn't work out. And it pushed you into looking for something new, or if it was your home situation and situations around you sort of caused a need for change. But I do feel like this change in what your life is looking like around you, this change in something that you're doing every day, either where you're living or a new job. We also have North, which represents expansion, also following your direction too and following your path. This change was very much needed. Whatever this new thing is that you're starting, if this is living in a new home or starting a new job, I feel like is very positively aspected. We'll keep pulling more cards, but I feel like this is what you needed. This fresh start is what you needed. I even feel it in this outer core fluidity. There is this need to sort of go with the flow too with this card and sort of embrace change. And embracing change sort of gives you a level of power in trying to steer it, as opposed to, you know, trying to dig your heels in and stop it from happening. Change is going to come whether we like it or not. I feel like, and I don't know if it was always like this while you were going through this change, but you did wind up going with the flow. You did wind up embracing what was coming your way. I'm being told the words faith and then trust. So there was a point in time where you had faith and trust in the universe or a higher power that everything happens for a reason and that the right opportunity was going to come to you. I feel like this was the thing that allowed this opportunity to step forward and that helped make this transition a little bit easier for you. West, completion. Whatever came to an end for this new chapter to start, it was needed. It was needed. It was something that was no longer serving you or becoming toxic to you. I keep feeling that like it was time. It was time for whatever this was to come to an end so you could start something fresh. Storms, cleansing. It was cleansing. It was cleansing. It might have been disappointing. It might have come with a bit of chaos. It might have come with other negative things that went along with it. But at the end of the day, it removed something from your life that wasn't serving you and was actually holding you back from finding true happiness. And I truly believe that in this read. I can feel it. This was a change that needed to happen, especially with that life, that breath. It was like a fresh breath of air, breathing new life into yourself and into the life that you were living. This chapter of your life, this change that you've made, this transition, this is all going to be about coming home to yourself. This is all going to be about finding a new understanding of who you are, building yourself back up, building a life around you that suits you better. So even, you know, like I said, where you're living or the job that you're doing, making things that surround you reflect you more. You know, reflect who you are, become more about you. If this is your home, being able to find a home that suits you better, being able to decorate it the way that you need to decorate so that you feel truly at home and comfortable and you can relax when you get there. If this is a job, this is something that you're going to find more fulfilling on a much deeper level than what you were doing before too. It is a new beginning. Absolutely. I have the water card and I'm being told the word spirit. So I do feel like you have guidance with you. And this may be ancestral guidance, somebody who's passed over, who's trying to help you from the other side. But I do feel like you have protection from the other side of the veil. You know, whether, like I said, whether it's somebody who's crossed over, or whether it's something much bigger than that that's looking out for you, you do have a connection to the other side. And you do have protection from things that are going on. We pulled the music card. Music represents joy. That's what this new chapter is about. It's about you finding happiness in everyday life, because that was lacking in the last chapter. Okay? That was lacking in some way, shape, or form. There was conflict there. And it was something that was going to hold you back from finding that joy. I'm being pulled to the number at the top of the card, and I think we pulled it early. Yes, we did. 28. So in numerology, 2 represents balance. 8 represents that authority and power. This is like taking back control of your life and taking back control of balance. Making sure that you're making choices that are bringing balance into your life. It's funny that I got pulled. I don't always get pulled to the numbers on these cards. A lot of times it's just, you know, the art in the cards, the message that comes through. But every so often those numbers stand out to me really clear. And that one popped out to me, and it did come out before. So I do feel like this change will help to bring balance in your life. This is going to help you to take back control of that aspect of things and to be able to choose balance for yourself. Electricity, wildness. Well, that's interesting. Wildness. I'm being told the words like take a chance. So I don't know if this thing that you're doing, this new thing that you started, or this home that you moved to, the career, whatever it is, this big change that you've made, if you like took a chance on something and it maybe wasn't something you were necessarily looking for in that way, shape, or form, or it was a little bit different. Because I keep getting that, like, take a chance, and then pulled back to that you had faith in the universe and everything happens for a reason. So, like, when this opportunity came your way, you took a chance on it because you trusted that if it worked out, that was the universe's way of saying that's where you were supposed to be and that's what you're supposed to be doing. And if it didn't, it would just be that divine protection that will help to lead you in another direction to the biome. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is interconnected. I'm getting bigger vibes on this one though. So I'm going to tell you, we will pull some more tarot, but I feel like this one change that you've made in your life, and I don't feel like it's a small change. I feel like it's quite a big change, but I feel like it has bigger implications than what you realize. And you won't see it till farther down the line. Like I'm talking 1 or 2 years further down, something else is going to come about. I don't know if it's going to lead to a much bigger opportunity, a much bigger improvement, or perhaps a person whose path you're supposed to cross that has something to offer you further on in your life. But I do feel like there's something bigger at play. And that's why this did come forward to help to guide you in this direction. It's where you're supposed to be. Sun, 2... Ice, purity. So remember during this transitional time too to take time for yourself. I'm being told that in this ice, this purity card, to be able to take time to heal, to take time to build yourself up, to shape your life the way that you want it. If this catalyst was a relationship that didn't work out, you know, take a bit of time to be single and enjoy life by yourself, enjoy some freedom, enjoy living things on your own terms. Don't be afraid to spend some time, and it's not being selfish. It's being able to put resources back into yourself and making sure that you're shaping your life in a way that's going to bring you joy, because you're the one who has to live your life. You're the one who has to live within your own skin. So you want to make sure that you're living a happy life. South. Adventure. This is a bigger adventure than you realize. Okay? Take this time now to look after yourself. Take this time to reinvest in yourself and reinvest in the life that you're building around yourself, because this adventure is a lot bigger than you realize, and it's going to lead to some bigger changes down the line. So take this time now and do this for yourself. It's very important. It's the message I keep getting. Snow, silence. That's interesting though, because you think about winter, the trees are not dead, okay? The trees are just sort of sleeping. They're conserving their resources. Like this period of your life is kind of for getting ready for a new cycle of abundance. And that is what's coming your way. It will be a new cycle of abundance. So take this time for yourself. Take this time to heal up. Take this time to recharge your batteries. Take this time to find out who you are and what matters to you, to start to construct and manifest a life around yourself that's more suited to you and that reflects you. Because you have a bigger adventure at play here. You got something much bigger in the works that you don't realize. And like I said, I keep being told 1 to 2 years. It's going to take 1 to 2 years for you to really start getting into what's supposed to be happening here. But you're being given this bit of time now to be able to sort of build yourself up and get your feet underneath you. What tarot deck for this read? This is the one. This is the one, the fountain deck. That's the one we're going to use for your read. So we'll see what comes forward here. I'm quite curious about what's going on for you here. The Hermit card. And 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands can represent conflict, the Hermit. Okay, I do feel you're a little bit conflicted about sort of being alone at this time or taking this adventure independently by yourself. Almost like you'd like some company, but man, I feel like this ties back into a relationship that didn't work out, but it was one that was quite serious, that tied into most likely living together. I don't know if it was marriage, but it lasted for a while. You were together with this person for a while, because I feel like it's been a while since you've been single. You're like kind of used to having somebody around. The 5 of Wands. It's like conflicted about that. You know, it's like you miss that aspect of things. You miss the company. You miss sort of I guess you could call it the camaraderie. But at the same time, you don't miss the drama. You know, so you're seeing both sides of it. And that's why I kept getting this takes some time to be by yourself. Take some time in hermit mode. Take this time for you. It's important to put resources into yourself right now instead of into somebody else and into a new relationship. The Knight of Coins, the Knight of Coins, a lot of times this genuine offer that comes forward that's sort of slow and steady but always makes it to the finish line. I'm sorry, but this is talking about making an offer to yourself. Making an offer to yourself and looking after yourself and taking time for yourself. Take care and to love yourself. That's what it's all about, the Sun card. Just like sun and light, it's all about blessings. It's all about blessings, and it's about happiness and joy. Building yourself back up. Taking this time to look after yourself from the inside out. Body, heart, mind, soul, everything. Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, she's all about nurturing. She's all about growth. She's about confidence and self-esteem too, and self-love and self-empowerment. And I do feel like this is part of this beginning of this new adventurous chapter for you. It's actually foundational work that needs to get done so that you can take advantage of all the big changes that will come later. And they are very, very big changes. It's like I keep getting the word adventure. I'm being told adventure. Like, you got some cool shit coming your way. You got some pretty cool changes coming your way. You got some pretty awesome shit happening. But you're not going to be able to take full advantage of it if you don't take this time now to get your feet under you. To get your feet under you and build up your confidence. That's what's going to help you to make the decisions that you need to make. And to embrace changes yet again, to embrace new opportunities, and to feel confident that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's that confidence that's going to let you enjoy the change. You know, because you're not going to sit there and be like a big fucking ball of stress worrying about it all falling down around you. And what if this happens and I don't know what to do about this? Instead you're going to be like, fuck, I can handle it. No matter what it is, I can handle it. So let's see what this is all about. Let's check it out. Let's go on this new adventure. Page of Cups. It is an emotional offering. Again, I feel like it's speaking to yourself. Being kind to yourself. Being loving to yourself. Building yourself back up. The Emperor. Yeah, you moved away from a relationship. Absolutely. It was very unbalanced too. It was someone who presented themselves like an emperor. I do feel like it was somebody, if you weren't married to them, you had marriage in mind or a deeper commitment in mind. This was somebody who you looked at as somebody you wanted to build your life with for a very long time. The Six of Swords. Having to separate from this was heartbreaking. To have to move away from this relationship, even if it was toxic to you, because your heart was involved, because you had deep feelings for this person. It was hard to be able to sever ties with that. The Two of Coins, though, I just keep feeling like it was unbalanced. It was unbalanced. The Five of Swords. We're gonna grab one more here. Yeah, the Chariot card. I do feel like there was dishonesty on the part of the other person. I'm not sure if it was cheating dishonesty or if it was dishonesty in what their intentions were, and sort of saying they were looking for a long-term commitment for a long time without ever actually, ponying up, without ever actually going to get a ring, without ever actually, investing in let's go get married or let's take this to the next level. I don't know if there was always some excuse or some sort of bull where it was like their way of keeping you at arm's length. It was their way of keeping this stagnant and not moving forward. The Chariot card, because even the Chariot card represents positive movement forward. I just feel like it's being blocked. Like, there's a figure here and two horses because it is called the Chariot card. But all I can see is somebody hauling on the reins so the horses can't move forward. I mean, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the horses want to charge forward, but this figure won't let them. So I feel like this person stalled this relationship out. They would never let it get to a deeper level that you were looking for. Page of Wands. You know what? They're just a lower vibrational energy. I just got page. And I know this is speaking to their energy. This is somebody who just didn't have it in them to offer a more mature connection to anybody. This is somebody who they're not at that place in their life for whatever reason. Maybe they got baggage from childhood, baggage from the past. They got burned real fucking bad and they're absolutely terrified of investing in somebody, even if that somebody has shown time after time that they're worth investing in. This person just can't get over their shit and they can't get over their fear to be able to open up. I just feel like they're very much low vibrational page energy. This person probably has their own shadow work to do, most likely. But Judgment. I was just like, this person will never give you what you need. This person can't give you what you need. Seven of Cups. Choices. I feel like you had a very difficult choice to make. Very difficult choice to make. It was like you wanted this type of life with someone. You wanted a deeper connection. You had this idea of what you were wanting to build. And I do feel like they allowed you to believe in that idea. They may have openly contributed to it, but they most definitely allowed you to believe that that's where it was going, even though they had no intention of taking it there. And it's like, for you, we got the Wheel of Fortune here, and you're like, this wheel's not going to turn. This wheel is never going to fucking turn. This was a truth that you had to come to terms with. This will never be what you want it to be, because this is just not who this person is. And they are not choosing to change. So I feel like that then it was like, hey, now I got to make a really difficult choice. And it was freaking hard. I do feel like you chose to walk away. You chose to walk away from this because it was never going to give you what you need, especially in this Eight of Cups. This person might have been emotionally cold or not emotionally investing, especially in the end. I think when you left, it was emotionally cold too. They almost made it seem like they didn't care, which is crap. Okay, I'm going to tell you that too, because I can tap in a bit to their energy in this read. This person does care. Okay, this person has other shit going on behind the scenes where they won't allow themselves to open up and to show people how they feel. They don't allow themselves to invest in relationships. They don't allow themselves to contribute in a healthy way to connections with others. At the very least, romantically, they don't do it. And it was like, I do feel like they acted in the end like, fine, that's fine. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. But that's not how they felt. That's not how they felt, but I do feel like it was very hurtful to you to feel like you put all this time into somebody and then having to step away, and they didn't really show that they wanted to keep you around, even though they did. This person just doesn't know how to show it. And again, that just reiterates to me that they are lower vibrational page energy. This person is just in a completely different place. Lover's card, Seven of Swords. Yeah, absolutely. You feel like you got lied to. You feel like you got taken advantage of. You feel like you got strung along and your time was wasted for a very long time. I'm going to tell you though, everything happens for a reason. Everybody comes into our life for a reason. Sometimes it's for us to teach them a lesson. Sometimes it's for them to teach us a lesson. Sometimes it's both ways. There's always something you can learn from every situation here. And like I said, it happens for a reason. And I know that you have big changes coming up in this new chapter of your life. I know that whatever new opportunity has come forward that's had you sort of shift either home or career, or possibly even both, like everything before that happened for a reason to take you to this point in time. Okay, everything, even all this bad shit, this happened to get you to where you need to be. This is part of your process and taking time to heal, taking time to build yourself back up, taking time to be this Queen of Coins energy, this nurturing figure to yourself, and finding self-confidence and self-love so that you can take on this next big adventure that's coming your way in this new chapter. Justice. You know, it does represent fairness. I'm going to tell you, in this line of cards, I feel leftover stuff from the past. Like, why did they behave the way they did? I was never cruel to this person. I always tried. I feel like there's still a little bit left there, like not closure. And I'm going to tell you, this person, if there's something that you need to hear from them, like an apology or something to be able to move on, you need to understand that because this person's so low vibrational and because they have so much baggage, it's actually not something they're capable of giving to you. This is something you have to find within yourself. This is part of that understanding that sometimes things happen for a reason and we don't understand them until later on, but we have to take what lessons that we can from it and use that to better ourselves moving forward. I do feel like taking this time for yourself to look after yourself and build yourself back up is part of the lesson too, because I feel like you kind of put your needs to the side and built this person up, or tried to build this person up. You put all your energy into this relationship and not enough into yourself. And I do feel like part of the lesson here is to keep making yourself a priority. Even in the future, when you're ready for somebody new to step into your life, to not fall back into that old habit, to still make yourself a priority, because you still matter and your happiness still matters. No matter what else changes in your life, you still matter. See, we have the Tower card. This Tower card, it is representing the completion, the end of that chapter. But I have it sitting next to the Empress. And that again reiterates everything happens for a reason. Everything I just finished saying. That catalyst was meant to move you into this transitional time. It was meant to help you grow. It was meant to help you evolve. The Knight of Swords, it was meant to help you find your own personal truth and to not be afraid to stand up for your truth when you are in a relationship too. Making yourself a priority. I'm going to grab a few more here. Yeah, the Six of Coins. Even give and take. Even give and take. You can't be the only one giving. The other person has to as well. It's that reciprocity. Everybody's got to give for it to work so that nobody gives too much of themselves. And I feel like that's what happened in this past relationship. You gave too much of yourself too. And this person just took. So there's this need to find yourself, to love yourself, and to set your boundaries and be assertive. So not just in, romantic relationships with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers at work, whatever it is, this will pay off for you. And I got this distinct impression from my spirit guides that is a direct tie to that adventure card, the South, and this big and new adventure that comes your way. It's like that is something that you need to have under your belt to make the most of what's coming your way. Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins, like, you're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid of putting the work into relationships, into a new job, into whatever it is. You're somebody who's willing to, just get in there and do what has to get done. But make sure that you're putting your efforts into something that's going to pay for you, you know? And that's not like, I'm not talking about in a relationship like somebody who's got money and can blah, 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 blah. No, it's somebody who's an equal partner and who's worth investing in, okay? You're worth investing in. Don't invest all your time and energy into people who are not going to invest in you. That's what we're talking about here. Be careful about where you invest your energy. Make sure it's not being wasted. Make sure it's not just going to be taking on more burdens, okay? Because you are responsible for the world that you create. Absolutely. And you can choose. You can choose. What do we got? Ace of Wands. Whoa, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Temperance. 2 new beginnings. And they both speak of triumph. They speak of victory, a new life. And right next to Temperance, which is balance. And that is, again, that's what your new chapter is about, right? Balance, choosing you, choosing joy, making yourself a priority again, and then making sure you have those boundaries and you're not afraid to speak your mind with anybody. I'm not just talking about romance, talking everybody. Make sure you set your boundaries and don't be afraid to be assertive. This new chapter is about you, and you got one hell of a new adventure coming your way for sure. Take care, guys.